What if I told you that happiness is not something you chase, but something you uncover? That it doesn't lie in the next promotion, the next relationship, or the next achievement, but rather in who you are becoming. This is the Stoic secret to happiness. And if you truly understand it, it will change your life forever. Modern life teaches us to believe that happiness comes from external things: money, recognition, pleasure. We chase these illusions, always looking outward, never inward. We scroll endlessly, compare ourselves to others, feel behind, and wonder why we feel empty. But the Stoics, ancient philosophers like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus, offered a different path. A path that leads not to temporary highs, but to enduring peace. They taught that happiness is not something you pursue. It is something you cultivate internally, through discipline, through self-awareness, through virtue. To the Stoics, the key to happiness is to live in accordance with nature. But what does that mean? It means living with reason, accepting what is outside your control, and taking full responsibility for what is within it: your thoughts, your actions, your choices. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking. It is not your circumstances that make you miserable, it's your judgment of them. It's not people who ruin your peace, it's your reaction to them. Your power lies within." The foundation of Stoic thought is the dichotomy of control. This simple idea can liberate you. There are two kinds of things in life. 1, the things you can control. 2, the things you cannot. You can't control other people. You can't control the past. You can't control outcomes, but you can control your mindset. You can control your effort. You can control your character. Epictetus said it best: "Some things are up to us, and some things are not." When you stop wasting energy on what you can't change, and instead focus it on what you can, you free yourself. You become resilient. You become powerful. To the Stoics, happiness wasn't found in pleasure or success. It was found in virtue, in being a good person, in doing the right thing, regardless of the cost. Courage, temperance, justice, wisdom. These 4 cardinal virtues were the compass that guided every Stoic life. Seneca said, "A good character, not external things, makes you happy." Ask yourself, do I live with courage, or do I run from fear? Do I practice self-control, or do I indulge every impulse? Do I act justly, or only when it's convenient? Do I seek wisdom, or just entertainment? When you live with virtue, you can look in the mirror with peace. When you live with virtue, no one can take your happiness from you because it's rooted in who you are, not what you have. One powerful Stoic practice for cultivating happiness is negative visualization. It may sound strange, imagine losing what you love, but it's not morbid, it's freeing. Epictetus encouraged his students to visualize the loss of their possessions, their loved ones, even their own lives. Not to be dark, but to wake up. To realize how fragile and precious life is. To remind ourselves not to take anything for granted. To be grateful, right now. Imagine waking up tomorrow and everything you have is gone. Your family, your health, your home. What would you give to have them back? Now open your eyes. You already have them. That's the secret. Gratitude doesn't come from more. It comes from seeing clearly. The Stoics also practiced voluntary discomfort. They would fast, sleep on hard beds, walk barefoot in the cold. Why? To toughen their minds. To remind themselves that comfort is not happiness, and that they can endure more than they think. Seneca once said, "Set aside a certain number of days, during which you shall be content with the scantiest and cheapest fare, and ask yourself, is this the condition I feared?" When you train yourself to be content with less, you stop fearing loss. You stop needing more to feel okay, and you begin to realize happiness is not in excess. It's in enough, in sufficiency, in simplicity. That is freedom. The Stoics were masters of presence. They knew that the only time we truly live is now. Not in the past, filled with regret, not in the future, filled with anxiety, but in the now, this breath, this moment. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself daily, do not let your reflection on the whole sweep of life crush you. Stick with the present situation. We miss our lives chasing tomorrows. But the Stoic asks, what good is dreaming of a better life if you cannot be at peace with this one? Happiness is not hidden in someday. It is found in attention, in awareness, in the sacred simplicity of now. What about suffering? What about heartbreak, failure, loss? The Stoics never denied pain, but they believed pain was a teacher. Epictetus himself was born a slave and walked with a crippled leg. But he said, difficulties show a person's character. So when trouble comes, think of yourself as a wrestler whom God has matched with a tough opponent. Your suffering can destroy you, or it can awaken you. The choice is yours. Let it humble you. Let it shape you. Let it strengthen you. Because through suffering, we become wise. Through adversity, we discover who we really are. So, what does it mean to become your best self? It means to stop living reactively and start living intentionally. To stop chasing pleasure and start cultivating purpose. To align your actions with your values. To speak less, do more. To face discomfort, not flee from it. To seek truth, not validation. To build discipline, to practice virtue, to master yourself. The Stoics believe that happiness is not a feeling. It's a byproduct of a well-lived life. You don't find happiness. You become the kind of person who generates it, and that person is already within you. The world will try to distract you, to tempt you, to make you forget your power. But remember this, you are not here to chase the world's idea of happiness. You are here to live with virtue, to walk the harder path, to master your mind, to become the best version of yourself, not for applause, but for peace. And in doing so, you will uncover the Stoic secret, the quiet, unshakable, invincible happiness that no one can take from you.